Yep, I'm back. Sorry, there was a small disturbance, technical disturbance. So I'll first read and then I'll explain, or rather, I'll explain first and then I'll read. So it's about uh, I Have a Dream by Martin Luther King Jr. Now, Martin Luther King Jr. Uh, he was a freedom fighter activist for he wanted to end the rights to racism in the United States. And one was another fighter and activist was of South Africa is Mr. Nelson Mandela. Now, this is a speech which he had given, I Have a Dream, to above 250,000 civil rights supporters from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., America. The speech was defining actually the moments of the civil rights movements. What was the civil rights movement? Long struggle by African Americans to end institutionalized racial discrimination, disenfranchisement, and racial segregation in the United States. The movement started in the late 19th centuries. Now, beginning with a reference of the Emancipation Proclamation, which declared millions of slaves free in 1863. Emancipation Proclamation was a presidential proclamation and executive order by the United States of President Abraham Lincoln on September 22, 1862 during the Civil War. It changed the legal status under the federal law for more. Declared the huge millions of slaves free. King said 100 years later the Negroes are still not free. Towards the end of the speech, King departed from his prepared text for a partly improvised peroration on the same. I have a dream. Tell them about the dream, Martin. Mahalia Jackson's cry. Now, who was Mahalia? Another gospel singer, Mahalia Jackson. Mahalia Jackson, possessing contralto voice, she was referred to as the queen of gospel. She became one of the most influential gospel singers in the world, the Bible gospel singers. In this part of speech, which most excited the listeners as how now has become its most famous, King described his dreams of freedom and equality arising from a land of slavery, hatred. With a single phrase, I have a dream, King Jr. joined Jefferson and Lincoln in the ranks of men who shaped modern America. The speech was ranked in the top American speech of the 20th century in 1999 poll of scholars of public address. The march to Washington was a huge march for jobs and freedom march. Was partly intended to demonstrate mass support to the civil rights legislation proposed by President Kennedy in June. Martin Luther King and other leaders therefore agreed to keep their speeches very soft and calm, also to avoid provoking the civil disobedience, which Mahatma Gandhi did, which had become the hallmark of civil rights movement. King actually designed his speech as a homage to Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, timed to correspondence with the centennial of the Emancipation of Proclamation of that slave which was free. So, the speech, widely held as a masterpiece of rhetoric, King's speech evokes pivotal documents in American history, including the Declaration of Independence, Emancipation Proclamation, and the United States Constitution. Early in his speech, King alludes to Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address by saying 50 years ago, in reference to the abolition of slavery. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity, is employed through the speech. Early in his speech also, King urges his audience to seize the moment. Now is the time, is repeated 3 times in his speech. The most widely cited example of anaphora is found in the often quoted phrase, I have a dream, which is repeated 8 times as King paints a picture of an integrated and unified America for his audience. Then we have words as other occasions include 100 years later, we can never be satisfied with this faith, let freedom ring and free at last. King was the 16th out of the 18 people to speak that day, according to the official program. Most quoted lines are, I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. Okay. The ideas of the speech actually, it shows the social experience, the ethnocentric abuse, which people suffered from mistreatment and exploitations of the blacks. The American myth was their nation has founded to provide freedom and justice to all the people, and there reinforce the transcends in those secular mythologies by placing them into spiritual context. But it was not true. The speech provides redemption to America for its racial sins which has caused. King describes the promises made by America as a promissory note on which America has defaulted. He says that America has given the Negro people a bad check, but that we have come to cash this check by marching in Washington, D.C. Okay. So this is all about it, which is there, and it's a long thing I can keep on saying, but we'll cut it short, and I'll keep it here today. In the next class, I'll read and I'll tell you. Okay, so till then, take care of yourselves, and we'll read it in the next class, so that I can explain it to you in a much more better way, and we'll do it from there. Okay, so see you, take care, be good, and read this chapter first. I don't want to go fast. I can read. I can take 2-3 more videos and only read and say, but you will also think what's happening. We'll take it short, step by step. Okay. See you in the next class. Take care. Be good. God bless you. And respect your parents. Bye bye.